2. And we just have Miss Carly that's just came on board. Okay. And let's see here. Let me make. Okay, Glenn, I'm making you host. Can you make me co-host?
It'll cost you. Okay, there you go.
Not connecting.
It is 1:59.
Hello, everyone. Thank you for coming.
Tawny, just a heads up. Can you hear me?
Yes.
Okay. So I don't know if we can do the breakout rooms because I think that's a setting that you have to do when you're creating the event.
Yeah.
So that option's unfortunately not available for this event because I don't think it was set up.
Okay.
Let me know when to start the PowerPoint.
Okay. Here we go. Let's start the PowerPoint. Okay. Thank you and welcome to our celebrating our AAPI leaders here at Women's Council in collaboration with AREAA. We're very happy to see you here, and it's great to see we have many brothers and sisters from different networks in different states. So let's talk about sisterhood.
I am
Women's Council.
Consider joining Women's Council of Realtors and elevate your business and leadership acumen.
You want to be in the room. You want to feel that energy or that power that women pursuing their purpose bring.
Never let the limitations somebody else tries to set for you limit what you know in your heart is meant for you.
La fuerza y la fe está dentro de ti.
To have peace in the midst of any storm.
All good deeds of kindness and gratitude can heal and transform the world.
Dream with ambition, lead with conviction, and see yourself in a way that others might not see you, simply because they've never seen it before.
Determination.
Focus.
fe.
Humble.
Belief.
Dare to lead. Join us.
I
Am Women's Council.
Great afternoon, everyone. If you guys can, if everyone can kindly join me with the Pledge of Allegiance, please. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Okay, thank you so much, Paul. And before we turn over to our MC of today, which is our President-elect Hiroko, I would like to introduce our leadership team. I'm the 2021 president, Tawny English. Our president-elect is the amazing, hardworking, beautiful Hiroko Newman. And we have our secretary. And by the way, every one of our governing board women are beautiful. So just to let you know. We have our secretary, Janine Gershon, our treasurer, Michelle Wynn, our director of events, Stacy Harper, our director of membership, Carly Salzman, and our director of members and strategic partnership, Brooke Coloma. Next slide, please. And I would like Carly, our director of membership, to take it away. I just saw her.
She's muted.
I'm sorry, I'm here. Hey, everybody. I'm sorry that you just missed those couple minutes of me saying something, but I'm really happy to be on this call with you and share a little bit about why you should consider joining Women's Council if you have not yet already. There's a few different reasons that stand out. First one being it is a top referral network. So, I mean, the numbers really tell it all. You know, average commission is higher with Women's Council of Realtors networks members, and 54% of members have sent one or more referrals to another Women's Council member. There's business leadership training. I can say personally the accolades that Women's Council brings to a person, not only with business development, but also being part of leadership with CAR, et cetera, it's huge. Number three, our numbers tell it all. If you can see just the income alone is higher than the average realtor across the nation. And then lastly, the connections and camaraderie. But we all know that this business is not necessarily about what you know, but it also is about who you know. And the Women's Council really lends itself to that. So I hope you join. We do have a great incentive today for the people that are considering joining. We can go to the next slide, please. So
next slide.
Thank you. So we are doing a special offer for everyone on this call today. We are splitting the cost in half. So if you do want to join, it costs $130 thanks to Greenbox Loans and LaRocca Inspections. So if you are interested in joining, you can see the email address and phone number below. Please get in contact with us, and we're happy to share why you should join if you have any questions. So thank you so much, and I hope that you enjoy the rest of the program today.
Thank you very much, Carly. And Stacy, our director of events, please.
Hi, everyone. Thanks for being here today. Wanted to share with you some upcoming events we have planned. Every Wednesday, as you know, we have our Hump Day events. The first Wednesday of the week is Know Your Business, where we go over the real estate industry topics that you need to know. The second Wednesday is always Social Tech Wednesday, where we highlight the most advanced and latest digital marketing, social media, things you need to know. We give some trainings and you get to learn all about that. Third Wednesday is Grow Your Business. So we talk about lead generation, referrals, and networking, which is so important to keep things moving and flowing through your pipeline. And the fourth Wednesday is Know Your Market. We get market updates from realtors and neighborhood experts and all kinds of great details about all the different markets that we serve. Next slide, please. And then let's see, our Diamond Strategic Partner, GLAR, is hosting an event coming up this Thursday, June 17th at 10 a.m. And it is complete your code of ethics requirements. So anyone that needs to do that, please sign up. There's a link here, and you can always go to the GLAR website to their calendar to find out more. Next slide, please. Okay, and then again, they're also having another event. The 2021 State of the Real Estate with Stephen Thomas is happening Thursday, June 24th at 12:30. We'll hear from him about the state of real estate in Los Angeles. Definitely don't want to miss that. There's also going to be some vendor sponsors there that you can check out what they have to offer, and there's some prizes you can win. So don't miss that one. Next slide. Okay,
Thank you so much, Stacy. And next up, we have our beautiful treasurer, Michelle Nguyen.
Hello, thank you everyone for being here today. I would like to introduce our amazing strategic partners. We have Raymond from Greenbox Loans. We have Chris Griffin from LaRocca Inspections. We have Carly Sauceman from PNC Home Lending. And we have Nick Ramirez from Goosehead Insurance. And we have Mike Delicio, I believe, from Robert Hall and Associates.
Hello, my name is Chris Griffin. LaRocca Inspections was founded in 1994 to serve your clients' needs for their home inspections in the greater Los Angeles area. We offer the four most common home inspections: the general physical, the sewer line, the mold inspection, and the chimney inspection. If there's an inspection your client desires that we don't offer, we have an extensive list of contractor referrals and inspectors on our website. Go to our website for contractor referrals and get your free copy of our Buyer's and Seller's Guide to Inspections. We are your go-to resource for multiple inspection services and annual property reviews for homeowners. We look forward to working with you in the future. Thank you so much.
Hi there, my name is Carly Saltzman. I'm a mortgage loan officer based out of Los Angeles, California, and I love mortgages. And the reason I do is because I love to connect with people from all walks of life and to help them see the bigger picture of their financial goals. Each individual is different, therefore each real estate transaction is different. And it's important to be flexible, malleable, and to see what your clients need and what they're asking for. A real estate transaction doesn't necessarily need to be a scary thing. My passion is to dissect the unique needs of my clients and make sure that their home lending process is as smooth as butter and really just a pleasant experience in the end so they can enjoy their home.
Hello, I'm Nick Ramirez, agency owner of Goosehead Insurance in Encino. For years now, we've been helping realtors just like you help their buyers find the best deal for home and auto insurance in the state of California. When you're in escrow on a purchase, you want to make sure to refer your clients to a skilled agency who can make sure to not only provide a memorable experience, but also ensure that you close escrow on time every time. Whether you're representing a first-time home buyer or a skilled investor, our agency knows how to customize the right coverage and present the right experience to the right client, making you look fantastic. And if there's one thing I want you to remember, is always encourage your clients when you refer them to bundle home and auto insurance, because every zip code has different rates and it's important to get the best deal you can every single time. With over 185 star reviews, we're excited to work with you.
Robert Hall & Associates is an award-winning tax consulting firm based in Southern California with a heavy focus on real estate ever since its inception. We've been helping people structure their real estate holdings and optimize write-offs since 1971, and we are very good at what we do. Given our expertise in real estate, we take a much closer and nuanced look than other firms. In light of recent events, it's important to know how to structure your holdings. Our firm is well abreast of the latest asset protection strategies. But we are also well attuned to the recent tax code changes and all the many write-offs that are available, which we do with our full staff of enrolled agents. Many clients say our unique selling proposition at RHA is we provide all the up-to-date real estate tax expertise without you having to engage with a CPA. All at transparent pricing schedules as we charge by the form and not by the hour. Remember, it's not about how much money you make, but rather how much you get to keep. Feel free to give us a call for a complimentary consultation that allows us to take a look at your past couple of years' tax returns to see how much we could have saved you. This consultation is there to make sure you're taking advantage of every possible deduction. Give us a call today for your free consultation and join the ranks of our other satisfied clients, which you can find online with a quick search.
So, as our Madam State President has said, we truly do appreciate all our strategic partners. We couldn't do this without them. And also, one of our strategic partners is our Diamond, is our local association. And all the editing that you're seeing on our strategic partners promo videos is done by Mr. Glenn right here, who's also helping us with this program. So we really, truly do appreciate strategic partners and how they support us. So with no further ado, I would like to turn this program over to our hardworking President-elect Hiroko.
Thank you so much. Thank you. Okay, so hello everyone again. My name is Hiroko Nishikawa Norman. I'm a president-elect of the Women's Council LA-Beverly Hills Network. We are so honored to have this event to celebrate our Asian and Pacific Islanders women's leaders. We realize lots of women from Asian countries are active and in a very, a lot in our industry. And then, as you know, the May is an Asian Pacific American Heritage Month, which is a celebration month for recognizing the contribution and influence of Asian American and Pacific Islanders Americans to history, culture, achievement of the United States. So for the real estate industry, as you know, the AREAA is a largest association, and which is stand for Asian Real Estate Association of America. So I'm also the AREAA's member from 2013, and then belong to the LA Coastal chapter as a board member last year. And then they are very active, and I realized that lots of women, female chapter president, and then a leadership team. So we invited a special guest from AREAA, and we're gonna introduce later. So first of all, we wanna introduce our event sponsor. So this is Hironori Craft Ramen. So can you show the video of the Hironori Ramen Company? So yeah, homepage. So, so actually the owner are Japanese, and then one of the owner is my client, and they are so great ramen restaurant, and then Michelin listed them as one of the greatest ramen restaurant in the United States. They have 7 locations in 2 locations in Irvine, and then Long Beach, Pasadena, Santa Fe, Springs, San Diego, Santa Clara. They own the 150 employees under working so hard. And the owner established this company only 4 years ago, 2017. And then the difference is they created their own soup and then chashu or the noodles by themselves in their factory. Compared to other restaurants, most of the restaurants, 95 restaurants purchase from other company, but they created their own recipe. So they have lots of other recipe like chicken, crispy chicken, and then crispy rice and pork and vegan ramen also. So and then I just want to show the little quick video for their history. Could you show the video? So unfortunately, he cannot come here. So
our next stop takes us to Pasadena, and the freeway connecting downtown LA to Pasadena is the oldest freeway in the Western United States, built in 1940. Down the street is this ramen shop run by two friends that were so desperate to get this business off the ground, they were willing to sell their organs.
We are the only ramen restaurant in the United States makes own noodle, broth, and sauce. I'm Hiro.
I'm Nori.
We are Hiro Nori Craft Ramen. I met Nori 10 years ago in Gardena. As soon as we met, we got along really well. We talked about our future ramen restaurant, our own dream shop. When I came here 13 years ago, I didn't speak any English. Didn't know anything about restaurant management in the United States. I signed the lease, but we didn't have money. I even went to try to sell my organ or whatever.
He's not normal.
I'm crazy. It took a while, but we made it. Now we have 6 locations. We built the factory at the early stage of the business because we want to make everything how we want it. The noodle is very sensitive, and then we change the recipe almost every month and also every season by the temperature and the humidity. So we simmer the broth over 20 hours with strong fire. It comes out the creaminess. We buy this soy sauce from the factory in Japan. Has been around almost 330 years. And that's one of the oldest soy sauce factory in the world. We have 3 kinds of ramen. One is tonkotsu ramen and shoyu ramen, and last, vegan ramen. We always treat all the guests as a family. I always ask them if they notice the difference between the before and now.
okay, thank you so much. So yeah, they're gonna open in the West Side and South Bay and Las Vegas soon. So yeah, maybe you are doing the commercial property and they will ask you to have some property for the ramen shop. So anyway, yeah, please stop by at their shop. It's really good. I always go, and then really good. And then if you have some group event, you can ask them to serve some couple dishes. So okay, anyway, so and then they will give us a raffle prize. So we're gonna choose one person, lucky person, to give you the 100 Amazon gift card. So please draw raffle.
Spin the wheel. Alan!
Good. That's great. Okay, so we're gonna move on to the next portion. So we would like to introduce our fellow president-elect, and then she will perform our Women's Council mission statement. Please take it away, Madeleine.
Hello, everyone. Our mission statement: we are a network of successful realtors advancing women as business leaders in the industry and in the communities we serve. Vision statement: the Women's Council of Realtors is recognized as the voice for women in real estate and the premier source for the development of leaders in the industry, organized real estate, and beyond. Women's Council is a dynamic, accessible, and diverse network linking each member to the tools, training, and support to develop their individual leadership, you can see them, potential and business goals. Women's Council identifies, supports, and promotes the development of strong women business leaders in the industry, organized real estate, and in the broader community.
Thank you, Madeleine. So the last portion of the vision statement will be performed by the Susan Anola. She's also the fellow president-elect from Houston.
Continuing on with the vision statement, Women's Council provides an influential voice and perspective for women in real estate. Women's Council's local and state networks consistently deliver high membership value and a collaborative, welcoming environment in which members can achieve their business goals. Women's Council is an efficient organization with a structure and capacity to fulfill the council mission and vision with excellence.
Great, thank you so much, Susan. Thank you for coming to participate and help support our event. Okay, so next person is our state president, and then our secretary, Janine, will introduce her bio. Please take it away, Janine.
Sorry, I was muted. I thank you all for joining us today. We appreciate it.
Oh, Janine, I'm sorry, that's me. It's me who's supposed to do that. I apologize.
Oh, okay.
I was answering, yeah, that was me. I was answering a chat, so my apologies. I actually have the honor and privilege of introducing our 2021 California State Women's Council President, Rosanna Garcia. She's our 59th president. Did you know that Rosanna is also a certified trainer and cycling instructor? And one of the things I love is her analogy about being a Women's Council member. She says it's like having a gym membership. You join, you pay your dues, but you never go to the gym or participate in what they have to offer. And then you wonder why you're not getting fit or losing weight. It's the same thing with your Women's Council membership. You only get what you put into it. And Rosanna believes that what you get out of your membership here at Women's Council far outweighs what you put into it. And did you know that she is a second generation State Women's Council president? Her mother was our state president exactly 40 years ago. Our Madam State President Rosanna was named 2015 Businesswoman of the Year by the National Association of Women Business Owners in Sacramento. And she was the Entrepreneur of the Year and Realtor of the Year by the Sacramento Women's Council Realtors. She was also recognized by the National Association of Hispanic Real Estate Professionals as a top 100 realtor in California. So, woohoo! Our state Madam President is awesome. And with no further ado, I turn it over to you.
Thank you so much, Tawny, for that very nice introduction. I just want to say hello to everyone and thank you for being here. And it is my pleasure and honor to be here to be a part of this amazing, discussion and also amazing celebration of our AAPI sisters and brothers. Nice to see Alan on the call, and woohoo to him, he won that Amazon gift card, lucky duck. That's what happens when you wear that blue bow tie, Alan. So I just wanted to say that, you know, in our organization, we are trying very hard to mentor and uplift our diverse community and our minority groups and our realtors. And as a Hispanic woman, I highly encourage my community as well as all the other communities to step up into leadership. As Alan's a part of the CAR Diversity, Fair Housing Diversity Task Force. We are trying our best to inspire and engage and mentor other realtors of various communities to step into leadership positions, because as you know, we are underrepresented in leadership. And it is our responsibility as leaders, and you're all leaders here on this call, to step into local, state, and national leadership positions in order to inspire and mentor others. And like I tell everybody, if you're not at the table as a part of the conversation, then how do we make changes and how do we influence? So it's very important that all of us take very seriously our responsibility as citizens of these communities to help promote and mentor others to do the same. So like Tani said, I come from a family of leaders and leadership, and exactly 40 years after my mother was the first Hispanic president in California, I am only the second. And in case you don't know, Hispanics happen to be a huge minority in California. And being the second only in all this time, you know, it's a little bit discouraging, but guess what? I'm here and I'm hoping to inspire more, and I'm hoping to inspire more people. And just like one of our speakers that's coming up that I have the pleasure of introducing, Miss Linda Lee, she has been our only Asian president of Women's Council California. So we look to our AAPI community and our members to step into leadership and follow. And we all need to come and be represented. And I am proud to be here as a part of that and a part of history in our Women's Council California. So did you want me to introduce her now, Tani?
Yes, ma'am, but Hiroko, do you have Linda Lee? Because I'm looking for her right now. I know that she's out of the country.
Right, I didn't see her in the name.
Yeah, I think we would have to come back to her because I don't see her. I know that she's on a different time, but yeah, we probably have to come back to her. So let's go ahead.
She's being very authentic. She went to Asia.
Exactly.
So yeah, so I know she's on it's a different time zone because she was on another panel that I was on a couple days ago and she had hiccups. So yeah, it's a little tough. But anyway, thank you for having me, and it's my pleasure to introduce her, and I'll see you in a little bit. We're going to hear from, I think, from Miss Pamela Banks.
Yes, ma'am. So Janine, take it away.
Hi, good afternoon, everyone again. I have the honor of introducing the Women's Council of Realtors National President, Ms. Pamela Banks. And Pamela earned her real estate license in 2000 and immediately immersed herself in the profession. She specializes in residential lifestyle real estate, working with buyers, sellers, and investors. Along with her 20+ years of experience, she is deeply involved in the profession, serving on local, state, and national committees. This year, she is a board of director for both Florida Realtors and the National Association of Realtors, as well as an RPAC President Circle Sterling R contributor. Pamela joined the Women's Council of Realtors Greater Palm Beach County in 2004 and served as the local president in 2006. In 2015, she served as the Florida State President. This year, she's honored to be the Women's Council of Realtors National President, as I said. And Pamela is addicted to orchids with over 75 plants in her yard. She is married to her high school sweetheart, has 3 grown sons and 3 granddaughters with another one on the way. With a passion for real estate, cutting-edge technology, and knowledge of the market, she delivers excellence you can bank on. Please welcome Pamela Banks.
Oh, thank you, Janine. Oh my goodness. That is such a corny line, but I love it. I don't care. You know, good afternoon, everyone. It is really great to be with you. Tani, thank you for the invitation to participate in this event. It's always wonderful when we can celebrate together. And over this last year, as you and I all know, we have learned different ways to connect, to collaborate, and communicate that has changed our lives forever for good. You know, this year, I've actually had the opportunity to take part in so many more events and so many more celebrations just like this today. And I have to say how proud I am of this network for putting together and partnering to make sense of what's going on and how we can highlight all of us in so many different ways. It's always great to recognize leaders for the value that they add, not only to our industry, but also to our communities. You know, congratulations to all of you that are leaders for what you do, for stepping up and stepping out and making a difference. We truly appreciate all that you do, your accomplishments and your contributions. And we know that we don't get here by ourselves. You know, there's always someone, or there's always a bunch of people that are pushing us along. And those are the people that we have to remember as we move forward and we celebrate today, because it's those people that have allowed us to have this opportunity to get together and be successful. So for those that are doing so well, I just want to say continue to blaze those trails for those that follow behind us. You know, there have been a lot of firsts in the Women's Council of Realtors, as in the Asian and Pacific Islanders, as in the Asian Real Estate Association of America, since our history and our heritage. All of these amazing organizations have made an impact because they add so much value to our industry and to our communities. They provide resources and they provide relationships that make and build us stronger, give us more diversity, empower our people to be the best they can be, to unleash their potential and discover their possibilities. We know that in the Women's Council of Realtors that it takes successful relationships to be successful. So it's so important that you build those. So 2020 was a game changer for us, for our businesses.
Well, maybe he
and
wants you to fill it out.
What, Rosanna? I hear you. Thank you. So as I was saying, 2020 is like one of those years that changed all of us. It changed our organizations, it changed our businesses, it changed us as individuals, it changed our world. And we learned so many different things. You know, it started out the same as any other year. We had new goals, new aspirations, new hopes. And then at the end of March, everything came to a screeching halt. We didn't know what to do. We didn't know, we didn't have the answers, and nobody did, because we were all on uncharted territory. We were forced to do our business differently. We were forced to make changes in how we conduct the business of our organizations. As leaders, what we had to do is adapt and adjust to a new way of connecting with one another. We had to build each other up. We had to support each other, our leaders, our local, our state leaders, and we had to educate and train our members. We got together and we started to understand that although we're doing things differently, because the Women's Council of Realtors is a relationship organization. You know, we're very hands-on. We love to hug. You know, we get together in person, and then this all stopped. But what we realized is that we can do things differently, and we can still be effective, and we can still make an impact in the real estate industry. We had to add value in different ways, and that's what we did. You know, change is inevitable. It's going on all the time. What's the difference between a successful organization and one that is not successful? Is the organization that is successful is one that adapts and evolves to change. And that's what the Women's Council has done. You know, we are constantly changing. We have been since we got started. And it continues today as we evolve to meet the needs of our members and the real estate industry. In 1924, if you can imagine a train ride with several women, real estate women, coming back from a national conference, and they started to brainstorm, just like we do today at the Women's Council. We brainstorm because we know that we learn so much from one another. And they were brainstorming on how they could unite and form a women's group because they were discriminated against. They were treated unfairly in the industry. They went back to California and they formed a women's group. Word spread across the country, and more women started to form groups. And then in 1938, the then president of the National Association of Real Estate Brokers, which is the predecessor to the National Association of Realtors, impressed by those women and realizing the impact that women were making in real estate, decided to form the National Women's Council of Realtors. There were 37 ambitious women representing 9 states at our inception. This year, we celebrate 83 years of existence. To say we've come a long way would be an understatement. The fact is, we are the oldest affiliate of the National Association of Realtors, and we're very proud to serve the industry through our members' involvement and engagement. We have a presence in 39 of our continual states with 250 local and state networks. Our members are actively involved on every level of the real estate industry. And although we represent a small percentage of the 1.5 million members of the National Association of Realtors, we make a large impact in the industry. 19% of our members serve as board of directors for the National Association of Realtors. That is 152 out of 820 board of directors. 19% of our members serve on National Association committees in different positions as chairs, vice chairs. In addition, many of our members serve their local and state real estate association as presidents, not to mention as presidents of the National Association of Realtors. All 5 and the 6th woman that is going to be a president of the National Association of Realtors have been Women's Council members. Our members are also involved in their local and state governments. They are making an impact. And why is it that so many of these amazing people, like all of you, are attracted to us? Because you want to be around other great people that are making a difference, that are having an impact in the industry, and you want to share your talents with all of us. Today, the Women's Council of Realtors is one of the largest women's professional organizations in the country, not to mention our global outreach. We just joined FIAPSI, and we have been involved in the formation of women's real estate groups throughout the world, in Spain, in Brazil, in Mexico, in Serbia, and we have had the opportunity to train and mentor women in real estate in Uganda. These women look to us as role models of the way they want to be, because they are back where we were in 1938. We want to guide them. We want to encourage them. We want to empower them as more and more women look to real estate as their full-time career so that they can support each other and gain a competitive edge. We recently started mastermind groups. We have 3 of them. We have the broker owner, commercial, and global. These 3 groups are going to have our members gain experiences from one another who are working in the same field that they are working in, so that they can share business together. They can learn from each other, learn from their experiences, and it adds value not only to our members, to our organization, and it helps us grow. Because we offer opportunities and experiences that result in growth and something positive happening. The Women's Council of Realtors has helped thousands upon thousands of men and women. Yes, 10% of our members are men in their real estate careers. It's through their association with the Women's Council that they gain confidence, courage, and control of not only their life, but also their business. Because we know that if you're not doing well personally, then you're not going to be doing well professionally. It starts when you join. It continues as you get involved, and it grows with engagement. Simple skills like negotiating, communicating, strategic thinking, strategic planning, team building, all of these simple things that we need to grow our professional development. That's what makes an impact in the industry as we grow and further our professional development. And we become better at our skill, raising the bar of professionalism in the real estate industry. And that is what the Women's Council of Realtors does. Your membership in our organization is a sign of professional credibility. As a leadership organization, the Women's Council understands that everyone improves with leadership skills, whether you're a leader in your business, in the industry, in your community, in your home. We are all leaders, and sometimes we just need to learn how to lead ourselves. And leadership skills help us manage others, help us manage the unexpected things that happen in our lives, and we can create a consensus that actually where more can be achieved through our actions. It's not only our words, it's our actions that make a difference. In 2021, we stand out as always as an organization that is leading for equality. We believe that diversity brings so much more to the table and adds value to all of us. This year, our Diversity and Inclusion Task Force is partnering with the National Association of Realtors on grant programs, training, and tools to attract more diversity into leadership positions, where people feel comfortable and feel included because they see other people that look just like them. That's what it's all about. The Women's Council is also rebuilding the power of our brand through outreach and influence. We are also partnering with the National Association of Realtors on a Supporting Women in Real Estate grant program, where we give out $25,000 a year to local and state associations who put on programs that are helping women in real estate grow their business. We're reconnecting with more ways to communicate in education, like our Women's Council Wednesday, the first Wednesday of every month, where you have a live chat on Facebook with the national leadership team discussing relevant topics and issues that affect all of us. We also have our Performance Management Network designation. It is the official designation of the Women's Council of Realtors, commonly referred to as the PMN. And this year, we rolled out some very great programs, like our Certified Virtual Excellence something. I just went out of my mind. It's the only course that focuses on, now that we're doing everything online, we need to know how to operate online, the do's and don'ts of being a virtual leader, because we definitely know how to lead in person. You know, we are a leadership organization, and it's important that all of us understand that the skills that we gain through our experiences, and as Rosanna said, our involvement is what makes a difference. It's not about joining, it's about taking the next step. It's about putting some time into yourself. The Women's Council of Realtors connects one another. We're re-energizing our organization. We're connecting and we're collaborating like we're doing today. This is exactly what we're all about. We want to work together with others because we know that's what makes all of us better. You know, we have a long history We have a long heritage, but that's not stopping us. The new Women's Council, as I like to say, is thinking outside of the box. We are challenging the status quo. We are challenging our members to think big, dream big, and go big, because nothing is impossible if we put our minds to it and we believe. And the fact is, together, we are so much better and we are so much stronger. We want to know, how can we work with all of you? How can we grow and be better? Let us know. We're here to support one another, to grow. And as always, Tawny and all of your group out there, thank you for putting on this amazing event for us to share a little bit about the Women's Council. And when you were going through those slides, I am closing $30,000 in referrals this month alone from the Women's Council of Realtors. So we are a referral network. We do make it happen, and we will make your business grow. Thank you so much, Tawny, and congratulations to everyone.
Thank you, Madam President. That was inspirational, aspirational, and I love it. You know, join Women's Council, we make it happen, we get you the referrals. Love it. And our whole government board appreciates you for joining us today. Thank you so much.
You're welcome.
And I see that we have Linda Lee has joined us. Thank you. Ms. Rosana, would you like to introduce her?
Of course, it will be my pleasure. Hello, Linda Lee. So glad you could be with us. Linda Lee earned her undergraduate degree in economics from the University of California, San Diego. She earned her master's of accounting from USC. She's a 2011 graduate of the National Association of Realtors Leadership Academy, and she completed the Harvard University School of Business Women's Leadership Forum in 2012. Linda's career highlights include working for Ernst & Young as a CPA. Yes, she was a CPA and she got us all straight when she was president. And finance manager at Alliance Nicholas Applegate. After taking a buyout from Alliance Nicholas Applegate, Linda decided to give real estate a try. And boy, was that a great move. She's now a partner of Keller Williams Real Estate Company and is one of the top agents in San Diego County. And I think she's in the top, probably 1% in the country. And she rarely advertises. Linda started her real estate career in 2002. She has held various leadership positions at local, state, and national levels. And she served as the president of the Greater San Diego Association of Realtors, SDAR, in 2013. And she was our California state president in 2015. It is my pleasure to introduce Linda Lee.
Good morning, everyone. Can you hear me?
Yes.
Hi, I'm so sorry. I just woke up. I overslept. It's about 6 o'clock in the morning in Shanghai, and I'm actually having some allergies. So I apologize. But anyway, it's great to see Pamela. It's great to see Rosanna, everyone else. And Women's Council of Realtor has meant a lot to me. It really teach me the discipline and really to put events together. And I'm so proud to be a part of this. I have been in Asia since April 22nd. I came because I want to celebrate Mother's Day with my mom and with my family. And it's really one of the best decisions I have had. I'm in Shanghai now. I started in Taiwan. So it's really quite a journey. When I return, I'll definitely share more. I don't know which day I'll return because all the US flags carriers flight been canceled. And I think not until August. So I'm going to, when I get to Tianjin, after I get out of quarantine in Shanghai, then I'll figure out which, probably I'll fly a Chinese flag carrier to go home. But regardless, I got into real estate 2002, just really by accident. And I got into Women's Council about 2008. It's just really been a great journey. Internal real estate, it just, I think Bobby Nelson always said we be the best version of ourselves at all time. And I think in real estate, you could have up and down, you could have challenges, but it's so important to be our best and have the highest integrity and honesty at all time, professionalism. I'm one of Keller Williams and Gary Keller's top 100 agents in the nation. I just actually have a top 100 monthly training with them yesterday, actually, or 2 days ago now, my time. It's just phenomenal, to be with top performance in the company, but at the same time, really having a balance, having a good life, I would say. And at the same time, I just feel that real estate gave me a lot of opportunity, a lot of luxury at a different phase of my career. But now really it's about how can I help others, continue to help others in different capacity. And internal leadership, yes, I have involved with local, state, and national. And now, in the past 4 or 5 years now, I'm an AR's global ambassador. So China, Taiwan, Korea countries that I help an AR to facilitate and internal membership collaboration or company-wide as well. So it's really been a really interesting journey to be part of an AR and to be part of Women's Council. And I'm really appreciative of the opportunity to speak. And I just, I always believe that if it's not fun, why do it? And then it's no matter how the market is, we just have to continue to be learning based, to adjust ourselves and to learn and to provide and to share. So I believe firmly of continue to learn. And in China this time, I will be at one of my buddies' company, and really to see how the Chinese real estate are conducted. And it's just another part of learning, serving Chinese clients, part of my business, not my whole business. Actually, most of my clients are local. Another thing I like to share is, the market is really good right now. I'm pretty sure in every market. So in order for me to be able to be away at least 2.5 months this trip, because in COVID, right now you couldn't go anywhere. I mean, with still very limited if you're just having a US passport. And so what I did is in about 4 months this year, I have done normally what I done in the entire year. So in 4 months, I probably did over 30 million. 30 or 35 millions. And, so I can be very comfortable traveling, and even with a flight cancel. I'm just like, it's okay. I want to be with who I want to be, and still living a life that is, life by design and life I wish. And so I encourage all of you to reach out to who you love, who you care. Even if you couldn't see them in person yet, you'll be able to see them soon. And regardless the cost, it's still worth it. So hopefully I have provide you some, some piece of my life. And it's just such a great honor. I know they invite me because they said I'm the first Asian president with Women's Council of Realtor California. And, a lot of people remind me of different things, but I see myself as a very proud American. I think that it's great to be American. It's a country with lots of opportunities, and with anybody who desire to make a great future for themselves. And I look forward to another 20 plus years in real estate, because you don't have to retire. I don't have to retire. I am having fun. I don't see this as work. I just really enjoy what I do. And to be with all of you and Women's Council Realtor, it's just, it's like coming home, you know. So if any one of you out there are not a member, you should become a member. And then if you're a member, you should continue reading your membership, because it's really money well spent. It's very money, it's not spending, it's investing. So hello from Shanghai. And you know, I couldn't really post much about my quarantine experience here, but it's really different. They have a signed disclosure, a statement that we couldn't comment about our quarantine experience, but honestly, it's been kind of rough. And but anyway, I don't want to be crying, but I miss you all, and I look forward to see you in, hopefully you'll come to the annual meeting in November, and I look forward to welcome you in San Diego. So with that said, thank you again for the opportunity. If you have any questions, I'm gonna stay online with all of you until this finish. And I apologize that I missed my slotted time earlier. So thank you again for the opportunity.
Thank you
You're
so
awesome,
much,
Linda.
Okay, so thank you for coming from Shanghai. It's really nice to have you. I'm so proud of you as one of the Asian women to do lots of contribution in the industry. So now our President Tony English will introduce our Asian women leadership leaders from the Women's Council nationwide.
Thank you so much. And thank you again, Linda, for joining us so early. So we do appreciate that. So meet our 2021 AAPI Women's Council leaders. We have Maria, who's the Director of Membership at Phoenix, Arizona. We have Paul Wong, who's President-elect of Alameda County in California. Sanaith, Secretary of Alameda County Network in California. Our very own Hiroko, President-elect of LA-Beverly Hills, California. Sheena, who's the President of Los Angeles Network in California. Phila Na, I'm so sorry if I butchered your name. She's a Director of Programs at Space Coast, Florida. We have Susan, who's a Director of Programs in Gwinnett, Georgia. We have Magaline, who's the President-elect of the Indianapolis Network in Indiana. Bonnie, who's the Secretary of Great Boston Central in Massachusetts. Amy Lamb, who's the Director of Programs at the Greater Boston Central in Massachusetts. Susan, who's President-elect of Houston, Texas. And Ojas, who's the Director of Programs at San Antonio, Texas. And actually, she's also was the founder of the AREAA chapter in San Antonio a few years ago. So thank you, all of you, for stepping up to be leaders this year in 2021. We truly appreciate you.
Great, thank you so much. So I am so proud of you all, and then participate for this leadership roles. And then I'm so glad to celebrate the Asian leaders today. So now we would like to introduce the auction raffle part. So I want to introduce today's auctioneer, Ed Barrios. Is Ed here?
Yeah, Ed is here, and I will read tell you a little bit.
Hi, Hiroko.
Well, I'll tell you a little bit about Edward.
Yes, please.
Yes, Edward is a top producer broker for the Vista Sotheby's International Realty in the Palos Verdes and South Bay area, serving his clients across the Los Angeles area since 2005. He has held numerous leadership positions during his career. At the local level, Edward is the 2021 President-elect of the Palos Verdes Peninsula Association Realtors, where he previously served 2 terms as president in 2015 and 2016. Someone likes being president, obviously. At the state level, Edwards currently serves on the Strategic Planning and Finance Committee and is a board of director at CAR, and he serves on numerous CAR committees as well as the chairman of Region 21 for the South Bay and, the South Bay and PVPAR Association and Inglewood Board of Realtors. Actually, this year, Edward and I are both serving on the CAR Investment Subcommittee together. Nationally, Edward currently serves on the Strategic Thinking Advisory Committee and is an alternate director at large for NER in 2022. He is truly passionate about the success of realtors and is driven to improve the real estate profession and industry. So with no further ado, our auctioneer today, Edward Barrows.
Hi, and thank you guys so much for having me and inviting me to take part of this organization's auction this year. Women's Council of Realtors has always held a very special place in my heart with some very good friends who have been involved. Linda, it was awesome to see you. And I do miss you too. I think Sugar probably misses you the most. And I'm looking forward to seeing you in San Diego. Heather Osier, another past president of your organization, the Women's Council of Realtors, I think has had just tremendous leadership throughout the years. And Pamela, I came halfway in through your speech because we just came over from a CAR SPF committee meeting, but your passion for the organization and for what your organization can do for not just the women realtors, but for the men in our organization or throughout our industry is tremendous. I mean, look at what we've done for Alan Okamoto today. He's already won $100. So we're doing so much for, for more than just the women in this organization, which Alan, I'm going to look at you when we start going through this auction because you've got a good head start as to bidding on our items. And then lastly, again, I want to just let you guys know that we do still have some raffle tickets. So I just put a link in the chat. So if you still have not purchased a raffle ticket, go ahead and click on that link. And then if you click on the register button at the top, at the left right-hand side of your screen, I think you could still have that option to buy some raffle tickets. So auction time. How's everyone feeling today? You go ahead and unmute yourselves and give me an awesome hello. Hi.
Hey, Ed, I'm doing great. How are you?
Great. And thank you, Rosanna, for introducing everybody so far, and Hiroko doing a great job at being the MC. Well, here, we've got an amazing item ready for bid. We've got 3 items here. They are 3 bottles of Madam Vice President whiskey. And the company that actually has done this is Republic Restoratives Distillery out of Washington, D.C. And this bottle is it's a commemorative bottle of our Vice President. And really the theme of it is outspoken, disruptive, and American. And it's and the artwork that was created on the cover is something that's also going to be collectible. It was done by a local DC artist by the name of Lex Murray. And as you can see there, she was inspired by older French portrait artwork. And I think what she's done here is captured our Vice President, in a very beautiful setting. But what we can do is, if you guys want to start the bid for this bottle, this commemorative bottle from Republic Distillery, go ahead and put your bid in the chat box here. And we've seen these bottles go as much as $500 in the past. And I think that if you can look at this as a great opportunity to have a collector's item of a woman in leadership in our country, almost there at, oh my gosh. Okay, I guess I didn't need to say any more, except $200 is a great start. And I think, again, we've got Alan Okamoto, who has $100 in his pocket already. So come on, we can see you guys do that. So anyways, let's start the bidding at $200. Thank you, Sharon. And again, this bottle was distilled. It was actually also a bottle that was made off of a previous issue that they had made that was called "I'm Still Talking." And if you guys recall from Vice President Kamala's what do you call it?
Commencement speech.
No, not the commencement speeches. There you go. The debates. They actually did create another line of whiskey called the Purpose line, based off of what she had said there. I have so many friends here, guys. I actually even see Mindy Regan, my favorite affiliate, is here online, and I would love to see you guys support the organization, support Women's Council of Realtors, and the featured Asian Real Estate Association of American folks that are here as well. This is a wonderful event that they're co-hosting together. Tawny, can you tell us a little bit about the whiskey that you've already had a chance to taste?
Oh my gosh. And also, I don't know if Tammy has opened hers yet, but this is a smooth wine. Smooth whiskey. It goes down nice and smooth. They did great in honoring our Asian and African American U.S. Vice President. So it's a really good whiskey.
Yes. Yeah, can't forget to call that out. But the fact that this is smooth, I'm sure it's, oh, there we go. Sabrina. Hey, Sabrina.
Yeah,
She and I were,
250 for Sabrina.
Sabrina and I were just in the Strategic Planning and Finance Committee meeting prior to this. And I think that the 250 is going to be well spent on this whiskey after that meeting. But I'm guessing that there are some people out there that have some buyers that are having a really hard time getting their offers accepted. This bottle would go 260 from Sharon. I think this bottle would go really well at the end of the day, so that you guys can recover from all the hard work that you've been putting in for your clients. Tammy, no, 270. That's amazing. Thank you so much. Sabrina, 300. All right, we have finally reached our limit of where our starting point where we wanted to start off with, which was $300. We're hoping to see this go higher. Tammy, no, 320. Oh man, they're cousins? Who's cousins?
Sabrina and Sharon.
Okay. Well, Sabrina, what's it going to take for you to get this, to beat out your cousin? Family rivalries are the best rivalries. I'm sure that at some point you guys were like on a trampoline when you were kids and she pushed you. I mean, Sabrina's at 350. It's on. There we go. Hi, Eileen. Welcome. Eileen and I were in that meeting as well. Where is my director, my local director from Palos Verdes? Is Michelle Nishide here?
She was here.
She was, okay. Cousins can split it. Oh, Sharon. All right. Sharon, are you looking for a cousin to split this with? Sharon, thank you so much. We got the bid up to $400. And absolutely right. I mean, if you guys want to share these bottles and split them, again, the money's going to go towards this, towards a wonderful organization, a wonderful effort. So we appreciate you guys bidding this, and we're at $400 for one bottle.
Do we have a higher amount?
Do we have a higher? Do we have it? Okay, so we've got, and by the way, there are three bottles. So if you guys would like to, okay, 425. There we go. Good job. And I'm guessing that Tammy's getting tapped out because Tammy's just kind of slowed down. I don't know. Is Alan still on here? I think Alan's going to be the one that's going to come in and sweep everybody away, or he's waiting for bottle number 2 and 3. Okay.
Alan can't play with us.
He cannot?
No. Where you at, Alan? Bring it, Alan. Bring it.
I'm here. I don't drink alcohol, so I can't bid.
Oh, I don't either. I'm going to give it away.
All right. Well, for the first bottle, we're gonna close the bidding in a few seconds here. We just want to make sure. Sharon, we got it at 450. She's beating Sabrina out at 425. So 450. Do we have a 500? Do we see any 500s? Again, we got 3 bottles because this is going to be a limited edition, and $500. Thank you, Sabrina. This is awesome. This is great. We've got it up to the amount I think that we're hoping to get, and we're looking at 2 more bottles left after this, so you still have a chance if you don't win this bid. I will close the bidding going once. We'll be bidding going twice. Anybody else? Sabrina, thank you. You win this bottle. And
Well,
Sharon.
you know what? You just do this for the 2 cousins. Let's do the 500 for Sabrina, and Sharon, 450 for the second bottle.
That sounds great.
Thank you.
Wait, Sharon's your cousin, Sabrina?
Yep.
Yes.
Oh,
Yes.
I thought Tammy was your cousin.
She
I'm a
is.
sister.
Tammy's my sister.
I gotta hang out with you guys more so I can just figure out where these interesting
Right.
relationships end up. All right, thank you guys. Well, we do still have one more bottle, and at some point here, when we switch the slides out, we can show you what some of the upcoming prizes are. We also have a case of wine that you can personalize. I think it's brought to us by Boisset, which is an awesome family of wines and spirits based out of Napa.
Yes, it's at Napa. So we would do that later, though.
Okay.
Right now,
So-
I think we have another spin the wheel, right? Is that the next slide, Glenn?
And just in case you have not had a chance to buy your ticket for your raffle ticket, I've just clicked on the link there. So Raymond Asagian, thanks so much for your donation of this $50 Amazon gift card. And she is a Women's Council of Realtor Ruby level strategic partner. So thank you so much. Greenbox Loans, where are you based out of?
He's out here in California, and he's not on the
Okay.
call today.
Oh, he's not? Well,
No, not today. But yeah, but he is gifting us this $50 Amazon gift card. So we can spin the wheel to see who's going to win it.
all right. Good looking guy there. And a good looking affiliate with let's see what the prize is.
No way. Alan again?
This is rigged.
Oh my gosh.
It must be, I can't believe it. This is my lucky day. I should buy
Yes, it
some lottery
is.
tickets.
Well, Alan, congratulations. You fair and square won the $50 gift card from Raymond. All right. So
Well,
thank you guys for that first round of the auction items with Madam Vice President Whiskey. It looks like we have Ms. Hong.
Thank you, Edward.
Okay, thank you so much, Ed. It's a great auctioneer's job, so I appreciate you. Okay, so next portion is we're going to introduce AREAA and AAPI leaders. So we have a special guest today is National President of AREAA 2020, Amy Kong. I want to introduce her bio. The Amy is an immigrant from Hong Kong. She has served in the San Francisco and Mid-Peninsula real estate market since 1988. For decades, Amy has been tireless in her community outreach efforts, promoting property ownership, enhancing the right of property owners, and advocating policies which enhance the economic benefits of property ownership. Among her impressive designations are CRS, CRB, CDPAE. Amy is also a co-founder of the Trust Real Estate Aside Network Partners. Honesty and integrity are her core value in the business and also in her community outreach. Among her various local and national endeavors, Amy served as the 2011 Chinese Real Estate Association of America president, the Asian Real Estate Association of America Educational Foundation chair between 2017 and 2019. Then this year, she is serving the 2021 AREAA national president. She is bilingual in English and Cantonese. So please join me in welcoming our distinguished guest speaker, Amy Kong. Amy, please come to the virtual stage.
Thank you so much, Hiroko. Thank you so much. This is so much fun. I've never seen Alan Okamoto win so much money. So maybe Alan, I'll look for you for lunch again. So you pay, okay? So first of all, thank you WCR for inviting us to share some of our contribution to the society during the AAPI Heritage Month. This is a time to recognize the contributions and influence of Asian American and Pacific Islander Americans to the history, culture, and achievement of the United States. We in the Asian Real Estate Association of America is an organization cover the entire North America with 17,000 members and 42 chapters. Majority of our members are AAPI, but listen, I said majority, meaning that we have a lot of leaders, members are non-AAPI as well. So WCR welcome, and we would love to partner with you guys. Needless to say that this is a time of celebration, and we are more than happy to share our joy and contribution. All of our members and leaders are volunteers like yourself. With the vision of our founding fathers, we dedicated to promote sustainable homeownership opportunities in the Asian American communities by creating a powerful national voice for housing and real estate professionals that serve this dynamic market. With that said, we definitely is the lead on policy change, and our annual policy summit is happening this coming June 9th. Hope that I will see you all there virtually to work together and really make a change in the community. There is a lot of work in order to continue to close the homeownership gap, not just as a group, but among our subgroups. You might not be aware that our community represents people from more than 50 different countries and speak a lot of different languages and dialects. We are not all crazy rich Asians, as you can see on the movie. There are subgroups in our community that the homeownership rate actually ranging between 25 to 38% only, while the national average is around 65.3%. So during the pandemic, our community suffered not just from the isolation of the lockdown and everything, but also with all these Asian hate crimes going on. I guess everybody read on the news. AREAA really cannot see our own people, cannot even walk down our neighborhood with peace. This is not right, and that has to stop. AREAA put together a diversity and fair housing summit, which our members are now equipped with tools to report discrimination. And we will not be afraid to speak up and stand up for discrimination. Our members also know what fair housing truly means, and we believe fair housing should be for everyone. Our volunteer work hard in pushing the homeownership needle every single day. As the number 6 woman national president over the last 18 years, I'm proud to provide opportunities to women leadership within AREAA. This will create a pipeline for more future women for high office opportunities in AREAA. Well, I will stop here. Let's hear from one of our founding father, the lucky guy, Mr. Alan Okamoto, that win $150 here.
Great. So yeah, our president, Tony, would like to introduce his bio a little bit. I think everybody knows Alan, but we want to introduce Alan's profile.
Oh my gosh, this Mr. Okamoto is just amazing. I mean, he is the owner and broker of T. Okamoto & Company, the oldest and largest Japanese American real estate agency in San Francisco. It was originally founded in 1946 by his father and has grown preeminently source of information on real estate needs for the Japanese and American community. Alan is very, 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 very active in the community and is his current civic responsibilities, which includes being chairman of the Asian Real Estate Association of America since 2006. In 2006 and 2007. He currently holds a director emeritus status there, as well as serving currently as chairman and co-chairman at various organizations. He is currently a national and state director for NER and CAR, and serves as a board member of the Japanese Cultural and Community Center of Northern California, the Chinese Real Estate Association of America, the U.S.-Japan Council, the Japan Society of Northern California, and also a member of the board trustees of the San Francisco Japantown Foundation. Alan has served as president of various organizations since 1990, including 8 years as president of the Japanese Cultural and Community Center and president of the San Francisco Association of Realtors. As a matter of fact, he was their first Asian president. In 1991, Alan was named Realtor of the Year by the San Francisco Association of Realtors. He has also been honored by the PBS TV nation, station KQED as a local hero in 2001 and was awarded the Silver Spur by the San Francisco Planning and Urban Research Organization in 2000. In 2006, he was given the Profiles in Excellence Award by KGOTV. He received the President Award from California Association of Realtors and was named Director of Life in 2003. He has received a certificate of commendation from the U.S. State Senator Dianne Feinstein in 2000 and a certificate of honor from San Francisco Mayor Kevin Newsom in 2006. In 2007, Allen was a recipient of the Community Justice Award given by the San Francisco Japanese American Citizens League for outstanding community service. In 2006, he was rightly so named the National Association of Realtors as one of the top 25 most influential realtors in America and was named a real estate giant in the National Association of Realtors 100th anniversary book published in 2007. In 2011, Allen was a recipient of the Certificate of Commendation from the Consul General of Japan. And in 2012, he received a Foreign Minister Commendation from the Minister of Foreign Affairs of Japan. And in 2010, he received the Kansho Gold and Silver Rays from the Emperor of Japan. This is the highest award given by Japan to a non-citizen. The San Francisco Associated Realtors bestowed upon Allen the Richard Sachs Award for outstanding service in 2019, and the California Associated Realtors named Allen the Distinguished Realtor of the Year Award in 2020. So, and I shortened his bio, by the way, just to let you know. So, can we all agree that Mr. Allen is the epitome of the distinguished realtor and leader?
Yes.
Yes, great.
Absolutely. Wow.
Thank you, Tony.
I say give him another bottle.
Right.
That was great.
Okay, so now we have Alan Okamoto, and he is a founder of AREAA. Could you tell us about your thought when you created AREAA and some story to share us?
Okay, first of all, I have to shorten that bio. That is way too long. But anyway, thank you very much. Good afternoon, everybody, and thank you, Tani and Hiroko, for the invitation to share this virtual platform with some incredibly amazing women. I am truly humbled. And just a word about Hiroko. We have been friends for many, many years, and Hiroko, you are truly a remarkable person, a wonderful realtor, and congratulations on being the chair-elect for Women's Council. And Tani, my CAIR buddy, thank you for your wonderful service as the president this year. You're doing a great job. Thank you. Before I begin my very, very brief remarks, I just want to say that the only reason that I agreed to speak today was that I was to win the auction. No, I'm just kidding. Then to also, it's wonderful to see so many AREAA members that are also members of WCR, not only in Los Angeles, but across the country. That is really nice to see that we have this wonderful symbiotic relationship between the two organizations. I'm sure that will continue to grow even stronger as we go on. And a word about Amy, she just spoke, and I think that Amy is probably the most compassionate, most dedicated person that I know. She is doing an absolutely remarkable job for AREAA, and she is a very, very successful realtor here in the San Francisco Bay Area. But anyway, I just want to say that I absolutely love the Women's Council of Realtors, and I'll tell you why. Without the council, my life would not be what it is today. My relationship with the Women's Council goes back many, many years when I ran for president of the San Francisco Association of Realtors. My opponent that year was a very strong, powerful realtor, the broker owner of one of the largest real estate firms in San Francisco at that time. And I decided to run, not to win, but just for the experience. I never thought that I would be able to defeat this gentleman. But there was a group of WCAR members in San Francisco who supported me. And with their support and cooperation, I was lucky enough to win the presidency. So without them, I would not have been able to be the president. And if I didn't win, believe me, history would have changed dramatically. And I'll tell you a little bit more about that a little bit later. When I ran for president, I didn't run on the platform of being an Asian. Hopefully I ran on I won based on my resume and the work that I have done over the years. But I did take it as a mandate to bring more people of color, more Asians, more women into the association, into the leadership roles, committees, and the board of directors even. In the 100-year history of the San Francisco Association of Realtors, I was the very first Asian president. And even worse, and I say worse, I was the first elected board of director member, Asian board of director member in its 100-year history. And for that statistic happening in San Francisco, which boasts the largest Chinatown in the United States at that time, and 300,000 Asians population, to not have the representation of Asians in the real estate organization was a terrible statistic. But fortunately, over the years, we have had 5 Asian presidents over the years, 3 Chinese, 1 Korean, and 1 Indian. And just recently, we had our very first Asian female president of the association. So things are looking up. During my year as president, I was able to appoint the very first female Asian board of director member. And I also appointed a gentleman by the name of Pablo Wong. And Pablo Wong was a 2-for-1 because he was Chinese Nicaraguan. So I one choice, I got 2. I also appointed the first female Asian committee chair. Now that doesn't seem like very much in today's standards, but believe me, back then, they were big events. And we were very proud of those accomplishments. But I think the greatest accomplishment that I had during my year as president was the formation of a subgroup called the Asian Council. To be honest with you, at that time, the San Francisco Association was a very, pardon the expression, a very white organization. So I formed the Asian Council on an invitation-only basis to make it a more welcoming place for Asians to come and meet, discuss issues that were common to all of us in a more convenient situation. And through the Asian Council, we increased our membership in the association by over 200 people. And the very first chairman of the Asian Council is a gentleman that I'm sure that all of you know, a gentleman by the name of John Yan Wong. And he's gone on to greater heights as the founder, one of the founders of the Asian Real Estate Association of America that are known as AREAA. Since I'm talking about AREAA, I'll just tell you a very, very quick story about the formation of AREAA. Back in 2001, a group of very dedicated, visionary real estate practitioners, accountants, title people, affiliates, attorneys, association executives, and even representatives from NAR met in Houston, Texas. We met in Houston because it was halfway between the East and West Coast. And we sequestered ourselves for 2 straight days. We even had meals brought in, and we discussed and debated and argued. But at the end of those 2 days, we came out of that room with the goal of creating the very first Asian real estate organization. Now, we didn't have any members, we didn't have any money, and we didn't have any members, but we did have this incredible vision of starting this organization. So now in 2021, we have approximately 17,000 plus members, 42 chapters across the United States, 2 in Canada. We have MOU agreements signed between the Japan Real Estate Organizations and the Chinese Real Estate Association. And we are negotiating now in Vietnam and Thailand and Korea. So AREAA has truly been a tremendous success over the years. Now, I said earlier that history would be different if I wasn't elected president of the San Francisco Association. If I weren't the president, I wouldn't have been able to do all the initiatives and programs that I started at San Francisco. we might not have had an Asian Real Estate Association of America. And I probably wouldn't have been involved with the California Association or the National Association of Realtors. So believe me, when I say I love the WCR, I truly mean it. Now, I know that you have had some wonderful speakers, and you may have some speakers following me, and you have another auction, I believe. So I would just close by saying, thank you very much for the invitation. I love what WCR. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Ellen. Thank you for the hidden history about between the San Francisco's Women's Council. So, Amy, would you like to add some story or comment for the founding?
Absolutely. Just because of Alan and Mr. John Wong's hard work and vision about creating an organization called AREAA, we as a volunteer get an opportunity, have a great platform for us to come in and serve. And also is this a platform for us to learn together and grow our leadership skill together and support each other. Of course, every organization has their networking opportunity. So I also have an opportunity this year to increase the number of national committee women leadership by 50% compared to 2020. So if you look at the slide, Hiroko, you prepared, that you will see a portion, a couple of our national committee chairs and leaders in which I see that Lori Goto and Bonnie Lai was not there, but they are serving under the national task force as well.
Okay.
Also, you will see a slide later on. 64% of our chapter president in AREAA 2021 are now women.
Woo, that's incredible. Glenn, can you share?
Opportunity and platform is there. We women would take this opportunity, learn and grow together, and then we will thrive. I will have to say and close this with, first of all, thank you so much again, WCR, for sharing, time with us. Collaboration down the road is something that I'm looking forward to. Our national convention is going to be in person in San Francisco, October 7 to 9. So come join us and see and mingle with our women leader within AREAA. So by closing, I would like to encourage everybody, step out of your comfort zone. When you see some opportunity, grab it right there. Don't wait, because these things will fly off. So thank you so much for having us.
Great, thank you so much, Amy.
Yes, please come to San Francisco, and you can mingle with me too.
Yes, Ellen has
also, I forgot
to treat you guys to lunch.
I forgot to mention that of all the national AREAA chairpersons, 40% of them were female. That's great.
That's great. So Glenn, can you share the screen for the, yeah. Okay, so Alan, can you introduce the past female national president in this slide?
Sure, with pleasure. We had Emily Fu from Atlanta in 2009, Kathy Tsao in 2012 from New York, the wonderful Carmen Chong in 2015, Vicky Silvano, Chicago in 2016, and Angie Lee in 2017. And then there was another lady from San Francisco. Her name's, I think it was called Amy Kong, who's the chair in 2021.
Yes, that's great. Okay, so the next slide, we're going to share the AREAA's female leaders. I'm sorry if I miss. So,
no problem. No problem, Hiroko. I know that your program is running behind, so everybody can see the images here. These are AREAA leaders. And of course, don't forget, Bonnie Lai is here on this call. She's our A-list task force co-chair, and also Lori Goto from Austin, Texas as well.
Okay, so the next slide is on a chapter president.
Yeah, I believe you have 2 slides. You can go ahead and show it. These are all the women leader within the chapter level. So ladies and gentlemen, recognize the face. They might be the next AREAA national president.
Great. So they are all almost California. Today we have Cindy Tran. I belong to the this board. Thank you so much for coming. And then today, Chika Mori, she is also just joined after their event. After their event, thank you so much for coming. So yeah, Chika, also please show your face.
Hi, everyone. Thank you so much for having me on here. I'm getting like choked up because it's really an honor to serve under Amy and Alan. We wouldn't be where we are without them. So thank you for your leadership and for being an inspiration.
Thank you so much. Also, yeah, just Atsuko came, and then she is my great friend. She was a director of AREAA in the past. Director, are you here?
Hello, I'm sorry, I'm driving actually. So really show up, but thank you so much for having us, and this is a great photos, everyone.
Okay, great. So thank you so much again, Ellen and Amy, for participating in your very busy time. So we are so glad to celebrate our women's Asian leaders, and then we will meet you at San Francisco soon again. So yeah, so thank you again for the great speech.
Thank you for the opportunity to share.
Great. Okay, so next, Lafru Prize again. So I'm gonna return the lectern back to Ed. So.
All right, Alan, did you get a third raffle ticket? Just want to double check on that.
You might as well just send me the card. You don't have to go through the procedure.
Seriously, Alan, that's like, give us all a break. You know, you can just here, like, why don't you make Cindy, since she showed so much emotion and so much appreciation, have her be your proxy and take that $50 gift card. Amy, thank you so much, and Alan, thank you guys so much. You both also inspire me, and Alan, early on in my career at CAR, I had a chance to meet with you, and I think it's stayed with me. So thanks for that story, guys. The Asian Real Estate Association of America has so many strong women leaders, and I think that collaboration between Women's Council of Realtors and AREAA runs deep and can be a very successful collaboration and partnership for years to come. So wonderful to see so many women leaders at AREAA, and I do look forward to seeing a lot of those leaders take their way and take their knowledge and experience over into Women's Council of Realtors if they have not already done so. It just makes sense. So if we've got the wheel, why don't we bring that on up so that we can all watch Alan possibly win again. If not, if you haven't already done so, there is a raffle ticket in the chat box. All right, Sharon, this prize you don't have to split with your cousin. I'll give you that permission to do that. Well, that's great. And Sharon, yeah, you'll be able to enjoy your lovely bottle of whiskey along with your $50 gift card there. And here on the screen, guys, is another auction item that we're going to be having up for bid, and it's a case of luxury wine from the Boisset family of wines. And what it is a case of wines that can have custom labels. And you can see a really pretty picture of Tawny there on the cover of one of the bottles of wine. And if you're not much of a drinker, you can obviously pass these along to your clients with a personalized and branded message or whatever you want to put on that bottle of wine. So we're going to start the bidding off here at all right. So Yingzha, thank you so much for your bid of $100. I guess we're starting off the bids at $100. Do we hear 200? Tammy, who missed out on the Madam Vice President. Guys, while I'm talking, you can bid. I don't have to say raise your hand or type it into the chat box. Just you got a bit. Kay, thank you so much, Kay, at 250. So 250 is a really powerful showing of what you guys want to do with a bottle of case or a bottle of wine. You can, Tammy's at 260. So you'll be able to customize this. As a matter of fact, you know, if you wanted to just customize this with Alan Okamoto's face so that you can feel good about giving prizes away and coming from Alan, you might want to do it that way. Cindy Tran, by the way, your heartfelt statement there. You've been doing an awesome job as the AREAA Los Angeles Coastal President. So, you know, thank you so much for your service to AREAA, and especially down in my area, which is Los Angeles Coastal. It's nice to see nice young leaders coming up through the organization, especially women as well. So we right now have Tammy Knoll. Now, guys, just imagine a case of wine. There's 12 bottles per case. I mean, you got to break it down to, here we go. Viviana, excuse me, $300. All right. Kay, I'm guessing that Sabrina's trying to egg you on, and maybe you guys can split this case. As you can see, you've got Tammy with her partner there on the cover of that label. So perhaps you and Tammy can split it, or you, Kay, and Tammy. We've got Viviana still. You're at $300. Viviana, who will you be giving these bottles of wine to if you win?
To my friends.
Okay. Is it going to have any kind of special message on it?
Probably my company logo.
Okay. Yeah, I mean, personally, I think it'd be funny if I had a picture of me with my middle finger for my friends, but that would be.
Oh, no, Ed, no. But that would be funny, though. But also, too, you can note that for any of you network chapter presidents, you can also use it as, put all your governing board officers on it like we did. And we sent that out to our strategic partners and our sponsors saying, we appreciate you. So that's just a thought for you presidents out there.
Yeah, thanks for that suggestion. There's a great example of that label right there, as you can see. On this slide, it's an example of the Women's Council Realtors, the LA boards, the governing board. So great idea for your organization. If we have any association executives on this call, or anybody else in leadership at their local, perhaps you can make this contribution for this case and do a case of wine. And Boisset, if you guys aren't familiar, an amazing group of wines that they own. And you guys have a chance to ever go up to Napa and visit one of their wineries, definitely do so. All right, so we are Tammy at 320 right now. Alan, again, this is something that's great. 350 from Viviana. I mean, come on, I got to give Alan a hard time about this. I know he doesn't drink, but he's got a lot of friends. I'm sure he's got at least 12 friends he can give a bottle of wine to. So we have 350. And what else do we have coming up? Do we have any more raffle items coming up, or was that the last one?
We have a trivia question, and then we're going to have gift cards for that. We got 2 trivia questions to see how well people know AREAA and Women's Council.
Oh, that's awesome. Okay, I get. Do I count as one of the? Can I play as well?
Yes, you can play, Edward.
Okay, just checking. Wasn't sure if my position here would withhold me from that. All right, so going once, we got 350 from Viviana Sherman, and she's going to just give it to her friends, or she's going to brand it a little bit. Don't you guys want to do the same? Going twice. Anybody else? Do we have a bid for 400? Come on, show us some support. If not, going once, going twice, and Viviana, thank you so much.
Awesome. Yay. Sorry, I'm driving, but I'm trying to win and help.
Well, that's great. All right, so we got congratulations, Viviana. I guess just hold online and we'll make sure to get you the details on what you need to do to get this awesome case.
So
All right.
what we would do is, Vivian and other winners of the auction, we would send you an invoice. We have your email and your contact information. So thank you so much for supporting our network.
Yeah, you're welcome. Thank you.
All right. Should I turn this back to you, Tani?
Yes, sir. Thank you so much, Edward. Okay. So we have our first trivia question. What year was AREAA founded?
Please type chat, type yes. Okay, Chikamori said 2003.
Is that right?
Next slide.
Yes. So our winner of the $25 Amazon gift card is Hiroko
Chikamori. Chika-san, congratulations.
Thank you. Thank you.
He's an president of the Silicon Valley chapter of the AREAA. Thank you so much for coming.
No, thank you for having me.
Okay. Our next trivia question is, what year was Women Council founded? Oh, really? You didn't let me finish the sentence. Thank you, Kay. So our winner is our state president-elect, Kay Merg. And she's the winner of the $25 Amazon gift card from our strategic partner, Nick Ramirez of Goosehead Insurance. Okay. Next slide, please. So we're looking at the time, so we're not going to break out into breakout rooms. We just go ahead and go into the regular gallery view. No more slides because we want to see everybody's beautiful faces. And we just want to open it up to comments, thoughts, because we really appreciate all you guys joining us. And we definitely want to make sure we end on time at 4 o'clock. So let's start.
Tani?
Yes, ma'am.
So is anybody going? Because I'd like to go.
Okay.
Go
ahead, Sabrina, go. Here, go.
Yeah, I'm going to say this was a great event and I love the collaboration. So if you are a member of AREAA and not a member of Women's Council, I'd like to see you join, and vice versa. I am a member of AREAA and I sit on the advisory board for our Fresno chapter. So I think it's just a great way to network and learn from each other. So if you are not dual members, I want to see you guys join.
I concur with Sabrina. I'm also a dual member of the chapter here in Atlanta. And wow, this has been fabulous. I love being with my Asian sisters and having you guys be a part of Women's Council. You bring so much to the table. Thank you for being with us.
Thank you, Tammy. Thank you, Sabrina.
It's Renee Roque, and I'm District Vice President, and actually so proud of LA-Beverly Hills as they're one of the networks that I mentor. And just from the bottom of my heart as well, I want to say thank you. I grew up in the inner city of Los Angeles and in the Black community, and I can tell you that when I grew up, all of the businesses were owned by Asian Americans, and sometimes we don't have exactly the most cooperative relationship in that sense, where it feels like more competition where I grew up. And I'm just thankful for my parents, actually, who my father was a linguist and he taught us people are all the same inside. We're all the same. Yep. We could all just speak the same language and we could all understand each other, then the world would be at a better place. So to see that on a professional level here today has been very wonderful. And I applaud you and agree that the collaboration, I hope that it continues. And I think the world really is in a very positive way. So thank you for having us. Thank you.
Thank you, our District Vice President. We really appreciate your kind words.
So Bonnie Lai here from Boston.
All
Thank you
right,
so
Bonnie.
much. This is like the best family reunion, hybrid, WCR and AREAA. I'm so glad, these two organizations are home for me. I'm so honored to be, associated with, every great person who also give the time to volunteer for both organizations. I love you all, and I'm so happy I get to see you all today.
Oh,
Thank you, Bonnie.
Thank you,
Oh,
Bonnie.
and by the way, before I forget, we will be sending a special gift to our Linda Lee in recognizing her as a first, as a legacy to the Asian community for Women's Council of Realtors.
Oh my gosh. You know what? I'm very grateful to receive that. It's not expected, but what I was trying to, if I may, just 30 seconds. I didn't bid on any alcohol because I don't drink either. And then I don't know what is the money going towards, but I would like to make a contribution to that fund.
Oh, thank you. We would talk
Yeah,
offline.
I'm going to go ahead and donate $500. So if you can send me a link so I can contribute to the charity or whatever the fundraising was for.
Thank you, Linda.
You just make it out to K Merg Vacation Fund, Linda. That's very generous. I just want to say thank you to Linda and all the other panelists today. You guys did a great job. We are so proud to be with this amazing group of leaders. And so I also want to give props to Edward. Edward, we appreciate you more than you will ever know, because when you say Women's Council of Realtors instead of WCR, it makes us all smile. So thank you, Edward. Yes, that's
so true.
Oh, you're welcome. Had I known that, I would have said it more often. By the way, I'd be remiss of my position here if I didn't ask Linda. Linda, do I hear 600? Do I hear 600, Linda?
No, you did not.
No? Okay.
Hey, do it. I'll do it for 600.
She
got
said
it.
600. There
Oh,
you go.
that was
Good job.
That was too easy, too, Edward.
Good job.
Hi, Tammy.
Mr.
I
Barrios.
love you, Linda. That was fabulous.
Hi, thank you.
Thank you, Linda.
You
I
got
remember,
it.
Linda, when you were installed as president.
Oh my gosh. It's been so long.
That was a while ago, but very exciting. Yes. And
Thank you.
so much for sharing your beautiful story today. And
Thank you.
really, I mean, it brought tears to my eyes many times as I heard all of you speak. And I've been a member of Women's Council of Realtors for 15 years. And I'm happy to be a state member. And I'm also happy to be part of AREAA since it started in fruition here in the South Bay. And when LA chapter started too. So what a great afternoon, everybody. It's beautiful to see all of you, and it touches me very much. Good job, Ed. Good job, everybody. Everybody. Thank you.
Thank you, Mindy. And by the way, Mindy's usually the winner of a lot of our raffles, by the way. But Mr. Allen took it away this time around.
I'm glad he did. That's cool.
He took it away this time.
Love Allen.
Yeah.
And then, by the way, Edward, just to let you know, Tammy was our highest bidder of our Madam Whiskey at $5.50 at our last event. Just a heads up on that. She does come to play.
I mean, Tammy, did you finish that first bottle already, or are you looking to add to the collection? Don't we still have one more bottle left?
We do.
But we don't have time.
Yeah, but we only have like 5 minutes. So I preferred us to speak some more and share some more. So, but thank you, Edward, for doing your job and reminding us that. We appreciate that. Let's see. We also have here, let's see, our guests here. I know we have Miss President Sherry Robinson for Sacramento, and also
Hello,
a winner
everybody.
and our auction winner too. Thank you, Miss Sharon.
Thank you. I thoroughly enjoyed today, and it was just very special. Touched my heart too. Brought tears to my eyes a couple of times when a couple of the speakers spoke. I also have allergies real bad today, so the tears are flowing. But I really enjoyed today. Thank you so much, Tawny, for putting this together.
Well, it's a group effort.
I am
Definitely a
a
group
dual
effort.
member of AREAA and Women's Council, of course.
Thank you, thank you, thank you. And definitely it was a group effort for our entire government board, by the way. And wait, I see we got Elizabeth. Can you unmute yourself? Elizabeth Priller? Thanks. See, can we ask you to unmute yourself?
Okay, can I?
There you go. We can hear you.
Thank you for allowing us to be a part of this. I enjoyed all of it. I was driving through part of it, but I could still hear you, and it was a new experience because it was on my car phone. So anyway, thank you so much for allowing other organizations to be a part of this and us hearing all about the history and things like that. And I really, I've been a member of Women's Council in Indianapolis and Indiana for several years. So, and really appreciate past president and that kind of thing. So just enjoy you all.
Thank you so much, Elizabeth. Thank you so much for joining us. And I'm just going to check and see, do we have Pamela? Are you available? I know that you're not on camera. Okay. What about Diane Scott Bay from New Jersey?
Yes, I'm here, and I thoroughly enjoyed the event too. And I don't remember who won it, but one more click and I would have had that bottle of whiskey. But I enjoyed the event, and I enjoyed being part of the various events and learning what is going on in the different networks.
Well, thank you, Diane, for joining us. We really appreciate you. And I think we have Emily Clark. Oh, I see Pamela's back.
I'm sorry, my computer is acting out, but yes, I am here. And thank you so much for the invitation. I thoroughly enjoyed this. I really did.
Well, thank you for joining us, Pamela.
You're welcome. Thank you.
And I see I have a fellow president, Nila.
Hello, good afternoon, everybody. Thank you for inviting me. I thoroughly enjoyed it as well. There's always so much to learn at these events, and I appreciate all the networks. And I'm sorry I wasn't on live, but I was driving. So
That's all right.
I just got in. So I thank you again for the invitation, and it's always very good to learn about each other so that we could enrich not only our lives, but the lives of our clients, and to also spread diversity, inclusivity, and so forth. So I appreciate it. Thank you.
Thank you, Nila. And I know we're at the 4 o'clock mark. I just want to, before we close out, I want to recognize we have our one of our national liaison on the call, Eileen, and who also was our last year state president, Eileen, Green Eileen.
Hey, thank you, Tawny. It's been a delight to hear everyone's story today and what Nila was talking about. You know, we really need to have these types of collaborations because we all come from different experiences and different backgrounds, and the more we understand one another is the more where we can meet each other where they're at and just have a great deal of understanding and common ground. So this was a great program. So, and thank you to your team as well. As you say, it's a group effort. So thank you to LA-Beverly Hills and everyone on your team, Tawny. So congratulations, another great program.
Thank you, thank you, thank you. And I'm gonna turn over to our awesome president-elect to close us out.
Okay, yeah, thank you so much for everyone to participate until the end of this meeting. So it's always good to see you, and I really appreciate your support. And yeah, so soon we will be able to do the real event. So we are planning to do some real events sometimes in July, and then we are today, I think most of the people are also, but today, only today, we're gonna do the 50% off for the membership for our network's contribution. So yeah, so looking forward to seeing you soon at other events. Okay, so thank you again. See you soon.
Thank you. It was great. Good job, everybody.
Thank you.
Nice job. Thank you.
Thank you, Edward. Thank you, Glenn, Scott.
Happy Memorial Day, everyone.
Oh, right. Thank you. Yes, right.
Happy selling.
Weekend.
Bye, everyone.
Bye-bye.
Stop, Glenn.
Bye, Linda.
Yeah, signing off of Shanghai. Bye-bye.
Yeah, get some
Oh,
sleep,
bye,
Linda.
I will.
You're up
Thank you.
now.
Bye-bye.
Family.
Hi, guys.
She's awake now.
I said good night to
Thank
Linda.
you.
Yeah, good night. Yeah.
Good night,
Okay,
Linda.
bye-bye.
It's
See you all in
early.
San Diego too, by the way. San Diego, guys.
Oh,
Let's do
right,
this.
right.
Diego, November. So that'll be fun for everyone.